Welcome to video number 2 in a series called The Cure for Hearing Loss, and in this video I'm talking about stem cells. Coming up. Hi guys, Cliff Olson, Doctor of Audiology and founder of Applied Hearing Solutions in Anthem, Arizona. And on this channel I cover a bunch of hearing related information to help make you a better informed consumer. So if you're into that, consider hitting the subscribe button. Like I discussed in the first video in this series, there is no cure for hearing loss at the present moment, despite what these natural remedies and supplements claim to do. The only way to cure hearing loss is if we can regrow or regenerate hair cells inside of your cochlea. Recently at the American Academy of Audiology Convention in Nashville, I had the opportunity to listen to some researchers discuss where they're at with the cure for hearing loss and what they're doing moving forward. During their presentation, they discussed 3 main ways that they were focusing on trying to treat the hearing loss issue. The first one is using stem cells, the second one is using gene therapies, and the third one is using molecular therapy. Alright, so let's talk about stem cells. Now, what is a stem cell? Stem cells are an undifferentiated cell of a multicellular organism that is capable of giving rise to indefinitely more cells of the same type, and from which certain other kinds of cells arise by differentiation. Stem cells used to be controversial, but now we have the ability to produce induced pluripotent stem cells, which can be derived from skin cells and blood cells. This gives researchers access to stem cells without having all the controversy surrounding embryonic stem cells. So how would stem cells work to cure hearing loss? Well, basically the concept is to take stem cells and reprogram them to regrow hair cells. You would then take these stem cells and transplant them inside of the cochlea, which generally remains intact. Now, these stem cells would regrow into hair cells. Now, if scientists can figure out a way to actually transplant these stem cells inside of the cochlea, then it could be the cure that we're looking for. But the other issue is that you need to make sure that these hair cells will actually re-innervate with the auditory nerve so it can send a signal through to the brain. Otherwise, you'll have a bunch of nice looking hair cells that have no function. Using stem cells to cure hearing loss is easier said than done because there are some inherent problems with this method. First and foremost, there is no method of high yield production of these stem cells, and there's no way to fully convert these stem cells into fully functioning hair cells. On top of that, you don't have a way of getting these stem cells inside of the cochlea without causing more damage to the cochlea. So just introducing these stem cells could be a problem. And then third, even if you did find a way to get these stem cells inside of the cochlea, you have to make sure that they grow in the exact right spots and they innervate with the proper afferent and efferent nerve endings. Alright, so let's take a minute and talk about research. There's research out there that indicates that these transplanted stem cells have the capability of re-innervating. This is really good news because you need to have a functional hair cell, not just a hair cell that looks good. Now, most of these studies have been done in vitro, which means in a test tube. There are still no research studies out there that have indicated that they've been able to regrow these hair cells inside of a human cochlea, and I don't expect there to be any human trials anytime soon. The good news is that stem cell transplantation isn't the only potential cure for hearing loss. Like I mentioned before, there is also gene therapy and molecular therapy, which I will get into in the next video. In the meantime, if you do have a hearing loss, stimulating your auditory nerve and brain with the technology that currently exists today may put you in a more advantageous position once they find a treatment for hair cells in the future. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, please share it. And if you want to see other videos just like this one, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.